Liverpool versus everybody. How's everybody doing? Just a little bit of things that I wanted to speak about. I happen to really like it, and I like all of the kits to be honest. All the new ones. This purple one is nice. I think. Of course, the red you can't beat that, and then that kind of silver-ish, grayish, white kit. I like that too. So happy with that. And that was one of the interesting photos I saw of comparisons to the kit. I saw a FedEx outfit. I've seen a red recycle bin. Purple is cool. It's different. It's nice. I like it. So moving on from that, this new keeper, Straska. I know I said his name in the title of the video, but now I'm kind of stumped on pronouncing it. But young keeper, I think 23, Lazio. I've seen him play. He's decent. Is that another experiment though? Is that too much of an unknown? Maybe. We've all said it before. If it's not going to be Black or Allison, then it kind of seems like a sideward step. There's some people even think, you know what, if we can't get Black or Allison, might as well stick with Carius and just try to maybe bulk up the defense, or I don't know, hope for the best. To me, it's frustrating that there's this idea that Allison is too expensive. And they're not willing to pay anything more than 55. Look, you went to get 75. You went to get Van Dyke for 75 because you needed it. And sure, people teased you about it or teased us about it, or even some fans didn't think that was enough. It's too overpriced or whatever. I think not only has Virgil Van Dyke proven that he's worth it, but it was a position that we need to be fixed. So you get it fixed. You don't think, oh, that's too much money. No, you want your man, you go get him. Now, is Klopp feeling like, you know, maybe he doesn't have, there's not a keeper out there that he really, really wants besides Allison? And if he does, is it worth going for that much? So to me, it says he doesn't really, really want him, because if he did, he'd go get him. So I don't know. I don't know about that. That's, goalkeeper is definitely a position that I think we need. And I think it's, I won't say split amongst the fan base, but there's definitely some people who feel like Karras deserves another shot at it for whatever reason, which, to each his own. But keeper to me is a very, very important position that we need to have fixed. So there's that. There's that. Again, it just, it doesn't make sense to me that you wouldn't go above that price to get someone who's going to last, who's going to be of good service, who's proven they're winners, played in big games. Both Allison and Oblak. So to me, that's a big loss. That's a big loss not to want to spend that now. Maybe Klopp's thinking, look, I got these other targets I want to get, and I'm willing to just kind of depend on us scoring a bunch of goals. I got Fabinho in; he can help with the defensive situation. I mean, he's not going to be a defender, but he's a defensive midfielder, and maybe he thinks that's something that will help us in a full season with Van Dyke and Lovren. Maybe it's going to be a good thing, or Matip, or whoever it is that's fit. So again, as much as we want to trust Klopp, and I should say, speak for myself, I trust Klopp and decisions he makes. This one seems like a head scratcher to not, and it's still. I'm speaking as if the window is closing today. Of course, we still have time, and we still can't get a keeper. But when you get the news of Nick Pope, and again, this is just rumors. You never know if any of this is true or false. But the names like Nick Pope coming out. I mean, who else? I'm sure Butland has still been out there. There's this new kid from Lazio now. Lots of names of just people to like kind of paper over cracks instead of just going and getting a certified, a serious keeper. So yeah, that's that. The new schedule will be out tomorrow. I'm excited about that. Originally, there was a leaked one. I spoke about this before that said Liverpool played West Ham first game of the season. Just like the kits, those were leaked, and they happen to be actual what the kits were going to look like. So who knows? Maybe it is West Ham. We will find out tomorrow. But yeah, yeah, some interesting stuff going on. Um, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what Liverpool does. You got to believe at this point now, nothing's really going to be done till after the World Cup. I can't imagine anything being done during the World Cup. So once that's over, then I think that's when we'll start to see some moves. So you got other teams making moves now. Arsenal think they're close to or have already snatched up Torreira from Sampdoria, who I think is from Uruguay. I think he's playing for Uruguay in the World Cup. Um, I think they also got the young German keeper, Lino, I think his name is, and Socrates and Lich Snyder. Um, and you got to believe United's going to do a little more. City's going to do a little more. Chelsea, I think Chelsea's still trying to get their manager situation settled. Tottenham will be moving for people. So, um, yeah, still not. I'm not really in a panic mode at all. After the Fekir Friday, it just seems like it's kind of been a downward spiral. You get that, and people are already a little bit more optimistic about the goalkeeper. Um, you don't get that, and it's like, damn, how did that happen? So, again, I spoke about the Portuguese players, and listen, man, I really hope we don't allow Arsenal to get Gelson Martins. Double figures, 13 goals, 13 assists. I really, really hope Liverpool get someone from that team that's good. Him, Carvajal, probably not. We got Fabinho coming in. Carvajal will probably just be squad if we were to get him. And then the other guy whose name I can't think of right now, but um, I've said it before. You got to grab one of those guys, preferably Martins. I mean, that guy. Not only can he be a starter in attacking midfield role, um, but he also can play as a winger, and we're gonna need that. Having Shaqiri come in is one thing, and I'm totally fine with that. I've spoken in length on that as well. He wasn't one of my top choices coming into the window. And honestly, when I first heard the name, I was thinking, Shaqiri, really? But I can see how he can fit. But still, that's not enough. That's just not enough. You think Shaqiri, a guy who's been, starting so much for Stoke, coming into Liverpool, most likely being a squad player, which is great. We need that. But we need others. That's one guy, and you see, you think he comes in for Salah, Mane, whoever it is. But we need at least one other guy, I think. And a guy like Martins, young, hungry, playing with Portugal right now, doing well in his league. Again, 13 for 13, or 13 goals and 13 assists. So um, he's got an eye for a good pass, and he's got an eye for goal, obviously. And that pace he has with him. I feel like although Shaqiri is quick and has some speed, he's nowhere near as pacey and quick and fast as Martins. And I think the style that we play, I would like to see a guy come in that you're not dropping off much from that pace. I know Lallana was because we didn't have anyone, but you can't have someone all of a sudden just drop off from what we're taking off the pitch. We can't have a totally different guy. So we need to upgrade it in pace, in my opinion, and that's the guy that's on my mind. So I haven't heard much about him recently. Months ago, of course, Gelson was linked with us and all that, but since then I haven't heard anything. And again, I'm hoping to see maybe some signings that nobody's really expecting, that maybe catch us by surprise, like the Fabinho. That would be nice for me. It's these players that get talked too much about. It always makes me worry. And the Fekir is very, very similar to the Virgil van Dijk and Naby Keita thing. So is that a coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, excited to see what Liverpool end up doing in this window. But right now it's about the World Cup, so I'm just as excited to see that. And my boys, who I picked to win it, dark horse and not Senegal. So excited about that, and that's what I'll really be focusing on in the next couple of days. I just wanted to come and do one last video or some things I was feeling concerning the goalkeeper, the new purple kits, and the schedule that's coming out allegedly tomorrow. I'm not sure what time that'll be, UK time, but it'll be out tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. May come in and do a video concerning that, but other than that, I probably won't be doing too much over the summer. Obviously, if there's any headway on the transfers and things like that, Fakir or whoever it is, I'll definitely come back on that. But probably won't be doing too much other than that. Do have a special coming up with a good friend of ours, Mame, discussing Senegal's match against Poland next week. So I will have that, and I'll probably come from time to time to speak about some of the African teams in the World Cup. Tracking their games and progress in the tournament. So Yeah, see you guys soon. Thanks.